Good morning everyone. This video is a continuation of the criteria which we have learned in the previous video. Here we will learn the next criteria which is linked to the earlier video. Our next criteria is SSS congruence criteria, where SSS means side, side, side. The statement says that if all the three sides of one triangle is equal to the corresponding all the three sides of the second triangle, then we can say that both the triangles are congruent to each other. In our figure, AB is equal to XY, BC is equal to YZ, and AC is equal to XZ. So by SSS, I can say that ABC is congruent to XYZ with the help of SSS criteria. Our next criteria is RHS congruence criteria. Now RHS is that congruence which is only applicable to right angle triangle. As you can see from the symbol in our example, R means the right angle of the first triangle equal to right angle of the second triangle. Here our first right angle is ABC equal to the second right angle DEF. H represent the hypotenuse AC of the first triangle and hypotenuse DF of the second triangle. S represent any side. In our case, it is BC equal to EF. So I can say that ABC is congruent to DEF with the help of RHS congruence. As I have already mentioned, we only need to learn about the application of these two congruence, not the proof of the congruence. So moving on to the application of these two congruence. So I have taken one very important example of NCERT, example 7. Let's see what the question is about. The question is, AB is a line segment. P and Q are points on opposite sides of AB such that they are equidistant from A and B. We have to show that PQ is perpendicular bisector of AB. So it is given that this particular point P and Q, they are equidistant. Equidistance means the distance from A and distance from B, they are equal. Similarly, what do we mean by bisector? It means that it is divided into two equal parts. These are the very basic knowledge that you should know before we start the question. Now in given part, what we will see the whatever is given to us. What is given? PA is equals to PB because P is equidistant from A and B. QA equals to QB again because Q is equidistant from A and B. What we have to show, PQ is a perpendicular bisector of AB. Now perpendicular bisector means it has to be a 90 degree and also bisecting the side AB. So that's why we have written AB is equals to BC and angle PCA equals to PCB equals to 90 degree. Now let's move on to the proof. For proof, first of all, we have to select the triangles which will have the angles which we need. We need which two triangles? PAQ and PBQ. Now try to connect both the triangles with what is given to us. What is given? AP equals to BP as it is equidistant. AQ is equals to BQ, again equidistant. PQ is equals to PQ because it is common in both the triangles. Hence we can say that these two triangles are congruent by SSS or SSS congruence rule. Once we have shown the congruence, what we can say about the angles? We can say that APQ and BPQ, they are equal to each other by CPCT. Now I have marked this as third equation because we will need it later on again. Now select again two triangles PAC, PBC. Now selection of triangle depends on what we wish to prove. Now very soon you will see that why we have selected these particular triangles only. PAC is and PBC, we have AP equals to BP, angle APC is equal to angle BPC. Again from the third equation, PC equals to PC because it is common. It shows that triangle PAC is congruent to triangle PBC by SAS criteria, which we have done in the first video. Now once we have shown these two triangles are congruent, what we will say, AC equals to BC using the property CP/CT. Now to prove AC equals to BC, we needed this particular set of angles. Hence we have shown the congruence of the first triangle. So moving on, once we have shown that AC equals to BC, that means the bisector part is done. To complete the perpendicular part, we need to prove further. Angle ACP equals to BCP by CPCT and mark it as equation 4. Then what can we say about ACP plus BCP? Since AB is a line segment, these two form a linear pair. Hence the sum of the angle is equal to 180 degree. If they both are adding up to 180 degree, I can replace one angle by ACP. Why? Because they both are equal to each other from equation number 4. So I can write twice of ACP is 180, which implies ACP is 90 degree. So we have shown that these two angles are equal and also their value is equal to 90 degree. This shows that PQ is a perpendicular bisector of AB, where perpendicular part is proven by 90 degree value and bisector part is proven by equation number 4. So this was your example, which is very important from NCERT. You may write it in your register also as an important question. Moving on to the homework. Now homework I have given as this particular question, which is very easy. You can see it is about two isosceles triangle on the same base BC, and your AD is extended to meet BC at P. Show that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD and ABP is congruent to ACP. Also you have to show that AP bisects angle A and B and AP is a perpendicular bisector. Remember, all the parts are linked with each other. Once you prove the first part, the second, third and fourth will be dependent on each other. So I hope you find this particular homework interesting and make sure you discuss your doubt with your respective maths teacher. Thank you and have a nice day.